Hello everyone, my name is Pooja Gupta. I'm currently pursuing my PhD at Arizona State University. Today I'm going to briefly talk about the damping of electromechanical oscillations or low frequency oscillations that can be achieved through the coordination of existing damping controllers present in power system. So the low frequency oscillations are inherent phenomena between synchronous generators interconnected by long transmission lines. The typical frequency of oscillation is in the range of 0.01 to 5 Hz. In the past, it has been seen that these underlying oscillations often become poorly damped due to the increased power transfer between the different areas connected by weak tie lines. One of the major events associated with these oscillations is the splitting of the WEG system on August 10, 1996, resulting in the loss of 30 gigawatts of load affecting 7.5 million customers. Similar events have been reported in different power systems across the globe. Now, this problem is compounded further by the additional challenges present in today's grid, for example, the increased penetration of the renewables or the decommissioning of large thermal units. These factors have led to the reduced inertia as well as the increased power transfers over the long distances. So this actually has led to an increased interest in the control schemes that can increase the power transfer capability of the systems restricted by the oscillatory instability of these modes. Though considerable research has already been done in this field, still there is some scope for further improvement. For example, the existing controllers, damping controllers like power system stabilizers or supplementary damping controllers installed on SVCs or DC lines, they require proper coordination, which can otherwise interact adversely and can make the problem of oscillations worse. Then we and secondly, the most of the developed control schemes so far they are of higher order. Therefore, the main aim of this work was to actually coordinate the existing damping controllers present in the system. Secondly, the second focus was to design a coordinated controller which can work well for a range of operating conditions and which is of much simpler order. And third focus was to come up with some methodology for the selection of suitable stabilizing signals for the design control. So one of the ways in order to provide the better observability of the inter-area modes as well as to minimize the adverse interaction is to use both the local as well as the wide area signals. And this actually has resulted in a bi-level controller scheme. The CWADC sends the wide area signals to these local controllers, which then act in unison in order to damp the low frequency oscillations. This here is a state space model of the power system with the additional controls and the H2 and H infinity formulation corresponding to a single operating condition. Z2 corresponds to the H2 optimization, which minimizes the control effort, while Z infinity corresponds to the H infinity optimization, which ensures the robustness against the dynamic uncertainties. The aim here is to design this control and so as to damp the oscillations in the system. Now, extending the idea to the multiple operating conditions, we have implemented the concept of polytope. The polytope here, it is just a 2D representation of a polytope where we have combined where we have shown just three operating conditions. So, the three vertices actually represent the three different operating conditions which can be combined together using the polytopic concept. Now, the application of the proposed control is shown for the larger size system, that is the reduced order WEC model, where we have the detailed dynamic models of the different system components, including the damping controllers like power system stabilizers, SDCs for the DC lines, as well as for the SVCs. The different operating conditions, like we have 7 different operating conditions which are created by changing the power transfers in and around WEC intertype path number 26. Generation and load both are varied. These are the open loop eigenvalues for 7 different operating conditions. And here you can see that for one of the operating condition, one of the mode is negatively damped. This is an inter-area mode. On further analysis, it was found that this mode actually occurred as a result of the negative interaction between the 3 different controllers. On applying the design controller, all the modes are now at least 5.5% damped. These here are the result of the time domain simulation. The active power of 2 generators are shown, and it can be seen that they are much better damped in presence of the design controller. On the left here, you can see the result of the delay which is applied to the control signal. In presence of the delay, the performance of controller degrades slightly, but it still performs better than the local control. On the right here is the result of the time domain simulations on applying obtained after applying the larger disturbance. the system now experiences much lesser power swings. So now coming to the conclusion, so far we have developed a coordinated controller which can work for a range of operating conditions and can damn the inter-array oscillations. The controller was able to work well in presence of the delays as well as for the larger and the smaller disturbances. So in case if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Thank you so much for your time.